So I'm starting with a ruler and I'm actually measuring out 12 centimeters, and I marked at every 4 centimeters because I'm dividing this into 3. And now I'm coming in and doing my side, getting everything to the vanishing point, and I'm using vanishing points that are off the page, so I'm using strings to do that. And connecting. I just started kind of drawing the lines that will go to the vanishing point. So that was divided out evenly on that corner. You just marked it. So tiny little marks on that corner edge. And from the little mark, take that to the vanishing point on the right and finish the back edge of the box. This does require like pretty precise perspective, so I am using a ruler a little bit more. I go from corner to corner and I draw this diagonal. That diagonal tells me where it intersects the lines that went to the vanishing point. And then where those intersection points are, I draw the line straight down. And when I come in to do other things, I'm going to just always double check with the strings and make sure that they are connecting. And I start to figure out how everything within this cube connects. Sometimes I look at it and just make sure. You always have the strings to just double check and make sure that everything is connecting as it should, lining up, because you should have all of these little cubes that will line up right next to each other. This is a little mini grid. So I'm making all the connections, I'm double checking, making sure everything's straight and everything does actually connect to the vanishing points. You kind of just have to take your time here and double check everything. Once I have all of these drawn in, I can chunk out some, like as if the little piece wasn't there. So I can kind of play with this like I did at the top. You're going to be doing 2 of these, so one above eye level and one below eye level. So you can see on here, I had already done my one that was above eye level. So now I was doing the one below eye level. Now I'll just start to think about some of the ways that I can alter this just a little bit. And any cube that I alter, if I chunk it out or anything like that, I have to make sure that I find the back edge and that everything is lining up. So it's really important that as you're going, you are making sure that everything would in fact line up. If you draw anything wrong, you just need to double check it and fix it. And I constantly go back to the strings to make sure, even when I know certain lines will connect, I always go back and double check it with my strings. And make sure that your verticals are parallel with the sides of the page. So I started in pencil just so that I could easily erase out. If you're not going to do a lot of chunking out or changing, then I would recommend just starting with the colored pencil. But since I want to be able to play around with this, I'm going to start it in pencil and then I'm going to go back over it in colored pencil and add some line weight when I'm finished. Now I'm just kind of coming in and adding some line weight. And if you need to sharpen some things up with a ruler, you can do that. You definitely want to give a little bit of a heavier edge on your leading edges. You're going to have a softer, thinner line in the back. And as you're going through, just decide, you can try erasing out some areas and making it look like that little piece in the Rubik's Cube is gone, or you can try different, scenarios with that. So you have to look at it a lot and try to kind of figure out, what do I want to do and what do I need to connect in order to make that happen. So just keep looking at it, working on it, and adding some line weight as you go. And then just kind of finish it up. Once you get your line weight in, you're done.